Hey guys, hope you are doing well. So after this nice green weekend, just Monday as always starting in red. So my name is Mike Dankler from CorionX and I'm bringing you the most important crypto news, technical analysis, altcoin, NFT, DeFi gems to keep you updated and educated. I should state that nothing in this video can be considered as a financial or investment advice, so everything just for your education and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research and make your decisions based on your research and also based on your financial conditions. So guys, smash those like, push the bell. It's helping out the YouTube algorithm, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Push the bell notification all. So let's get into and let's go and check our favorite bubble chart. You see most of the altcoins are in red. USD is falling further, and also we see just in green Kusama, XAEC and XCN. Bitcoin is down almost 4%, Ethereum is down 4.5%, so this is a correcting day. And also Hex is down 16% in a day. What's happened with Hex? I don't know. Cool. Let's look into what's happening with our favorite indicator, the crypto fear and greed index. It is at 14. Yesterday we were at 10 and the day before at 9. So we are dipping out in the extreme fear zone. So investors are so fearful, and when investors are too worried, that could be buying opportunity, but always take in consideration that the price can fall further, so it's better to do a DCA and buying all the way down. When investors are getting too greedy, that is due for a correction, but greediness, it was so long ago that we can't even still remember what is greed, but I think greed will come back to the market one day. So our first news is first 7-week losing streak in history, 5 things to know in Bitcoin this week. So that was the 7th week in a row closing in red, and record weekly downside greeds bulls. Yeah, so Crypto Tony thinks that there was if the rejection and free wave confirmation, we either drop to new lows from here or we complete the C wave flat, then pump once more. If you are scalper, this will be heaven for you over the next few days. So he expects that this formation will playing out. And what else? Just as bulls fought the trend for the past few weeks, I think bears about to deny or refuse any more upside. Okay, so you see also we do have this horizontal level. It's holding for now, but maybe will not hold. BTC weekly at halving's price has been considerably below all-time high, makes me different this time. So yeah, halving times below almost there, as we see here. Let's make this bigger. This is almost 50% below the halving price, and let's observe this. So after the all-time high, halving price below 50, 45, 60%. Yeah, maybe that we will see some similar, but the halving will be just next year, March, so long time ahead. DXY just won't quit as Davos looms. So there is a conference in Davos, the World Economic Forum is going on in Davos, and also there was a news that tomorrow 32 central banks and 12 financial authorities, 44 countries will meet in El Salvador to discuss financial inclusion, digital economy, banking, the unbanked, the Bitcoin rollout and its benefit in our country. President Nayib Bukele confirmed it. So this is huge, guys, and I think maybe this is bigger than what's happening in Davos. The euro is a major component of the US dollar currency index and historically has been acting inversely to the DXY. So as the euro is getting weaker, the US dollar is getting stronger. So this is it's happening. So we have a lot of things happening here. Dow Jones below support break from last week, Dixie in 20 years highs, Euro USD on support. Tether closed back from 5% depegging. So yeah, last week after the Luna crash, there was a USDT FUD, and that Tether will collapse and then losing the peg. So that was the FUD, but that's not happened, and this FUD several times just happening. Where there are other treasuries exposed to this, has Luna Foundation Guard sold all of their Bitcoin reserves, or is there more left? So they sold all. In spite of the carnage, however, we are heartened by the resilience we have seen in particular segments of crypto. Analyst institutions stepping up to buy. Yes, a few institutions are coming in. CryptoQuant highlighted interest from institutional investors as a key phenomenon of Bitcoin between 25,000 and 30,000 US dollar. If you see BTC USD order book heat map for Coinbase, it's pretty thick bid wars since the latest bear market in May 2021. He noted, I think institutions tried to stack BTC from 30,000 but had to rebuild the bid walls at 25,000 due to the unexpected LFG selling. So let's make this bigger. So here was the buy wall of institutions, but there was a black swan event and the Luna Foundation Guard started selling and they sold. So but the previous bid wall was at 30,000 and they sold into this bid wall. Bitcoin address growth, contrast sentiment was okay. So Bitcoin address is increasing and the fear and greed index is bottoming out. The divergence between addresses and price is at 16 months high. Okay, so there's a divergence. Bitcoin price going down, addresses increasing. Highest ratio between unique BTC active addresses and price since January 5th, 2021. Cool. So that's exciting week ahead. Hopefully that will be a green week. Next, 80,000 Bitcoin gone. What's left in Luna's reserve wallet? So this is the big question. Interestingly, LFG has not sold a single BNB or AVAX token, holding around 40,000 and 2 million of each respectively. So I think they sold because AVAX dumped really hard. So this is the token difference. So it seems that yes, so they sold. Token loss. No, so they are also holding their AVAX and BNB, but they sold almost the entire Bitcoin holdings and Luna holdings, most part of it. Yeah. The reason behind the disposal and sale of cryptocurrency is LFG reserve was not to support the health of the Terra ecosystem. Cool. Reserve balance breakdown. So now they are holding AVAX, BNB, USD and some Luna and nothing more. Cool. Let's go to our next news. Do Kwon proposes Terra hard fork to save ecosystem. Okay. So Terraform Labs wallet with address, they are proposing hard fork. We'll see. But CZ from Binance seems not to be supporting this hard fork. Okay, we'll see, but this is just a proposal. Next piece of news is veteran investor Bill Miller remains bullish on Bitcoin, confirms he has a lot of BTC. Cool. He has not sold any despite the recent crypto sell-off. he incited that investors should put some of their liquid net worth in the cryptocurrency. So the short answer is no. That are you selling any Bitcoin? Have you sold any? The short answer is no. However, he clarified that sometimes sell stuff to meet margin calls. If I have sold stuff to meet margin calls because I'm always on margin, and the stuff that you sell is the stuff that is very, very liquid for me anyway, he explained. And also he called that I haven't heard a good argument about why you wouldn't put 1% of your liquid net worth in Bitcoin. So also he's encouraging others to put some percentage into Bitcoin. Next piece of news is top analyst, crypto analyst predicts Bitcoin rally, says momentum now swinging in favor of bulls. Okay, so he is Pentoshi. And why is the rounding like that? Why so much volume into the highs? A lot of coins changing hands on very high effort, but are sellers being rewarded at the price? It doesn't look like. So this is why they are panic selling. Markets are like a pendulum. Momentum swings and then there is a momentum where it stops, points it quit often looks like this, even if temporary, where one side finally gets too aggressive but it doesn't yield results, pendulum swings to other way. So pendulum always going from one side to another side. For BTC, I think we can squeeze to 34,000 if this 31,000 area is flipped to support. For now, this is my bias point to trade off. And also you see that the 41,000 should be broken, then 34 so can come. Cool. Next piece of news is Bitcoin bulls aim to flip 30,000 US dollar to support, but derivatives data show traders lack confidence. Okay, but this is also kind of bear flag that we are in now. Bitcoin price falters in the face of regulatory concerns and the Terra debacle. The Bitcoin futures premium is showing resilience. Option traders are beyond stressed. Yes. So this is what's happening. Next piece of news is UK court recognizes NFTs as private property. So good news for Lesbian Punk. GATS. British Web3 community celebrated an important legal precedent. The High Court of Justice in London, the closest analog to the United States Supreme Court, has ruled that non-fungible tokens represents private property. There is a caveat through in the court's ruling. This private property status doesn't extend to the actual underlying content the NFT represents. So guys, this is important. Also China made a kind of decision on the court that Bitcoin is has economic value and it should be threatened as a property. Women in Blockchain Talks was funded to open up the opportunities blockchain offers to anyone, regardless of age, gender, nationality, and background. This case will be helpful, be instrumental in making the blockchain space safer, once encouraging more people to interact with exciting and meaningful assets like NFTs, the token and the assets. What's next? It is now unambiguous that NFTs are governed by the same property laws in the UK that govern all other property. It sets a great precedent for people investing in NFTs that the court system, at least in the UK, will protect their property rights. I don't think NFTs being recognized as private or personal property much as of a surprise. You can buy, sell, or trade NFTs, which essentially points to them being personal property on first principles. It would have been more shocking had the court held that NFTs were not personal property. Cool. Next piece of news is CBDC activity heats up, but few projects move beyond pilot stage. So because the Luna collapse and UST collapse, CBDCs that just government stable coins like issued by the central bank are just heating up, and there is likely more to come. A record share of central banks in the survey, 90%, is engaged in some form of CBDC work, said the Bahamas struggles, Sweden deliberates, Chile delays. So all of these are working on stablecoins. If physical cash disappears, the public will not have access to central bank money anymore. That will be a serious change from how it has been over the last 400 years in Sweden. With an e-krona, the Riksbank will offer central bank money that the public can use. So this is somehow scary, but also this is if everybody can use, let's say, Bitcoin and decentralized cryptocurrency, that would be something that a good combination of CBDCs and decentralized cryptocurrencies. Let's quote, "I am not surprised that the number of central banks exploring digital currencies is at 90% now, considering last year it was 80 and in 2018 it was around 30. If once major competitor countries do this, everyone feels the need to follow or risk being left behind, some form of sophisticated FOMO. Could state-run digital currencies co-opt crypto?" So cryptocurrencies by comparison have their own currency unit like Ether and are private digital assets with no claim on the central bank. Cool. The downside for crypto is that CBDCs will work to crowd out private cryptocurrencies, especially stablecoins focused on retail payment areas. Cryptocurrencies will stay in niches in the payment system where they serve unique functions and provide special services. Just look at President Biden's recent executive order, which is all about advancing a US CBDC and is far step from 2020-2021 speeches by Fed officials that question that need for any such thing. So guys, this is speeding up. And the next piece of news is digital euro could come as soon as 2026. ECB official, yes. So the case for stablecoin digital euro, they just announced that it could come in 2026. Yeah, we'll see. Recent developments in the market for crypto assets illustrate that it's an illusion to believe that private instruments can act as money when they cannot be converted at par into public money at all times. Cool. Next, guys, let's go and follow me on Twitter at MIKLOSDenkler. Also follow at Corion platform, and definitely follow at LaserPunkGods, our NFT launchpad project with nice art. So come and just like and retweet all this. And also you see these crystal punks and the wooden punks. So this is the thread from Luna Foundation Guard. So as of Saturday, May 2022, the Luna Foundation Guard had a reserve considering of the following assets. And they sold almost all these assets and leased. This is something to compensate the community. The foundation is looking to use its remaining assets to compensate remaining users. Give a like and share. Bitcoin supply last active 1+ year is at all-time high. Does this indicate bear or bull market to come? So this is the Bitcoin supply. So almost 12.4 million BTC have not moved in over a year, equating to 65.1% of the total supply. And you see the inverse correlation with the price. Give a like and share. Cool. Let's go and check further news. Plan B. So the question is, where are we now in this Bitcoin bear market, before or after the bottom? Because Plan B just states here that we are in the bear market now, and now we are creating a bottom according to him. Then a new bull market will start. So this is the 14 months RSI, if I'm right, or I don't know what's this. So this is a kind of RSI, this yellow, and also the realized MA is showing that we are dipping out, so bottoming out. President Nayib Bukele announced 44 countries will meet in El Salvador tomorrow to discuss Bitcoin. Give a like and retweet. Logarithmic growth curves breakdown from the channel once before at March 2020 COVID crash. So just once time we broke out from this channel during the 2020 COVID crash. And also let's check what else do we have. So Red Capital also saying that BTC breakdown from the channel once before March 2020, BTC retraced 48%, and that retracement would bring us to 17,000 US dollar. Key takeaway: when BTC loses the channel, BTC generates high ROI upon recovery. So then it's dipping hard when losing the channel. So maybe that's next to come. Cool. So give a like and share this. And also that was this huge news that Shanghai People Court has declared BTC is a legal virtual property protected under Chinese law. So guys, this is quite important. So let's go and check out our farms. If you are holding ERC20 version of CorionX, go to Uniswap. If you are holding Binance Matching version of CorionX, go to PancakeSwap, provide some liquidity and look up for juicy, nice 330% APRs. So guys, let's see what's happening on the chart. So Bitcoin is traded just around 30,000 US dollar, and we are between this support and resistance level and just side waving, making higher highs and higher lows. So definitely I'm watching also this trend line, and let's see how this trend line can keep this movement up. So Ethereum is at 2,000 US dollar almost, and yes, so almost doing the same like Bitcoin. Yeah, so that was this drop, and then a nice short opportunity that we talked about yesterday. And yeah, so Ethereum should just pick out these 2,150 levels to go further from here. So guys, this is for today. Smash those like, push the bell notification on, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.